Listen, right, I feel compelled to tell the Manchester Evening News that Muslims are people with agency. They are rational, independent thinking human beings who have a system of values of their own that they have analysed, they have thought about, and they are responsible for the things that they do. Why do I have to say that, right? It comes in the wake of Tommy going to Oldham, and man, I'll take 1,000 milkshakes over what Tommy has to go through. Do you understand, right? The Southwest is very middle class and very peaceful and ridiculous in many ways. This is working class and rough and actually dangerous, right? So apparently there's been a lot of ill-informed speculation after the Muslim Defence League and people who wanted to hear Tommy Robinson speak came face to face in Oldham, right? The police force said that the small few could be expected to be investigated by us and brought in for questioning. Now, in the previous video I did on this, I showed them a Muslim mob, the Muslim Defence League, actually attacking Tommy's supporters. And the police had to chase them off with bloody batons, right? But you wouldn't know that by the way that the Manchester Evening News is reporting this. So they've hit out of a speculation, blah, blah, blah. Police cars were smashed by flying objects and bricks and eggs were thrown. Flying objects. How did they get in the air? Objects don't usually fly. So they must have been put in the air by someone. Who were those people? Bricks and eggs require an actor to throw them. Who's fucking throwing them? Manchester Evening News. You know, I know, everyone else knows, but you don't say it. That's weird, isn't it? Hundreds of people gathered as the far-right founder of the English Defence League arrived in the Limeside area of the town Saturday night. Okay, well, what are these guys? Are these guys centrist moderates or something, are they? Are they not far-right Muslims who are part of the Muslim Defence League? Do we not see this as a form of political fascism? As a form of political violence, that is going to actually make things worse in this country? I mean, look how many bloody cops you've got surrounding them. This is insane. Tensions flared on residential roads around 7th Avenue. Tensions fucking flared. It looks like these are people going to attack them. In fact, they did attack them. Just not all of them, because there was a police barrier. But some of them got by, and some of them did attack people who were supporting Tommy. They had to flee, for Christ's sake. How are you acting like this is moral equivalence? And that there's no moral judgment for the people doing this, right? It's unbelievably frustrating, right? So whenever any type of event escalates in this way, it's extremely frightening and upsetting for the people in the local area. Yeah, no kidding. They're still feeling the effects of the disturbance that happened yesterday. This wasn't something that was neutral. Look at these fucking masked up thugs, man. This is not acceptable. Jesus Christ, this is not acceptable. At our event, we had 2 police standing around, just doing nothing, and I guess listening to us and thinking, well, they're making a lot of good points. I might vote UKIP. I'll tell you what, right? If you're part of any of the institutions in this country and you're not satisfied with the way things are going, vote UKIP, man. We recognise the political bias in our institutions. The papers themselves being one of them, I would say. Violence broke out. It didn't break out. They were attacked by this group. You've got to stop saying that, right? But then this is the worst part. Police say they will not tolerate hate speech after violence flares at Tommy Robinson's event. Right? Violence didn't flare. A gang of Muslims called the Muslim Defence League attacked Tommy Robinson, right, and his supporters. So it didn't just flare. These are not animals. They are not deterministic. They have choice. They have moral choice and moral culpability for the things they do wrong. And this is something that they do wrong. Look at this. What the fuck is going on? Why is this being tolerated? This is not all Muslims. These people didn't even live in this bloody area. They'd come in from Halifax, apparently. So it's not like this. No one's saying this is all Muslims. There's not hate speech to say what these people are doing is wrong. It's a moral flaw. It's a character flaw of these people for them to act in this way. Can we not talk about that? I'll probably get in trouble for making this video or something. The police say that actions of speech that are full of hate will not be tolerated. What do you think they were saying? Were they not full of hate towards Tommy and the people he's talking to? Were they not? They're love and kindness. It comes in a balaclava and a raised fist or a pair of middle fingers. That's love and kindness, is it? Or is that hate? That's obvious fucking hate, man. It's so obvious. I just can't believe we're just sitting there. Yeah, but by the way, if you say something on Twitter against this, you're in trouble. Okay? You are in trouble. Don't you make a comment that we think is to be full of hate. By the way, these hateful people, it doesn't apply to them. They're not been arrested. None of them were arrested. Bricks thrown. People beaten. Not one arrest. Huge police line around them to make sure they didn't actually fucking do worse. Like, honestly, this is just... I mean, the people on the other side just standing around filming it going, holy fuck. Like, honestly, this cannot be allowed to go on. This can't be allowed to go on.